legs went numb standing before the mirror. But to survive, she dared not move a muscle, because on the other side lived hordes of mysterious creatures. Each nightfall, they would emerge and mimic humans outside the house. Any sound, and you'd be torn apart. Some tried to flee this terrifying forest, but strangely, no matter which way they ran, they'd always loop back to the start. And once night fell, those creatures would track the human scent and brutally kill the escapee. To survive, stand before the safe house mirror at night. But Lisa in the team house was sick of living in fear. To escape this horror forest, each day while foraging, she'd mark the trees outside. After many days of marking, she left the safe house one morning with a bird. To her surprise, her companions didn't stop her. So, Lisa followed her marks and walked on. After a long time, she saw a clearing ahead. She thought she'd escaped. But bursting from the trees, she found only an endless, primeval forest. Only then did Lisa realize, no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't escape in a day. As despair set in, the group's elder appeared. She said others had tried to flee, but all had failed. As dusk approached, Lisa followed her back to safety. After this failed attempt, Lisa couldn't escape. She had to live by the jungle's rules. One day, she went foraging as usual, but she realized something. She'd never seen the creatures. They were just stories from the old woman. Maybe it was all a lie. To test her theory, Lisa went to their lair to see if they were real. But to her shock, when she reached the bottom, she had her friend pull some up. Suddenly, a strange sound came from behind. A small, inhuman hand reached out. Lisa was terrified. Her friend threw down a rope. She barely escaped, unaware their theft would bring disaster. They had no idea. They even used the tools to make a simple camera. Now, they could see the creatures at night. Sure enough, that night, a pair of legs appeared on screen. Before they could react, a man's cries came from outside. Hearing it, curly-haired girl went to the door, recognizing his voice. She tried to open the door to let him in. The old woman stopped her. She said, "They mimic any voice. And this late, it's not human." To be safe, she told the girl to ask a secret question. So she asked the man outside, "When's his birthday?" Sure enough, he couldn't answer. The monster, seeing the door stay shut, flew into a rage. It smashed the camera, then kicked their house wildly. To survive, they stood still before the mirror. But the monster was truly enraged. It shattered the house's mirror. As they awaited death, the monster outside went silent. Clearly, this was a warning. To appease it, they returned the cave items next day. Because of this, Old Man grew to hate Mike and Lisa. He never paired them on supply runs. This angered Mike more. So one Mike snapped. He tied up Old Man. Night was falling fast. Lisa freed Old Man and rushed back to the safe house. But Mike inside refused to open up. To avoid the forest creatures, Old Man led Lisa under deadwood. From years of observation, he knew it masked human scent. As time passed, the creatures emerged from the cave. To survive, they stayed dead silent. A monster crawled overhead. Luckily, the rot masked their scent, so it missed them below. Trembling with fear, they saw in shock monsters swarming the cabin. Inside, Mike and his friend stood frozen. Then, Mike started shouting loud. This terrified Old Man and Lisa outside. As monsters searched the woods, they ran to the cabin door, begging Mike to open it. With the cabin door unmoving, Lisa said she'd marked the trail. She claimed she could lead them out. Only then did Mike slowly open the door. Once inside, the Old Man prepared to scold Mike. But just then, the monster outside caught up. To survive, they stood still before a mirror. To make them listen, the Old Man revealed a secret. He was a biologist in his youth. He came to this forest to study alien life forms. Instead, they ended up studying him. They've been learning human behavior. Just then, the monster banged on the door. The house began to shake violently. The monster outside was enraged. To keep it out, they barricaded the door with a table. Little did they know, this led to a discovery, a basement under the table. As the monster was breaking in, they frantically smashed the basement door. The next second, they rushed in without a second thought. Just before the monster broke in, they all made it to the basement. But down there, they were shocked. The basement had ample supplies, and even a computer. Even more bizarre, it still powered on, though offline. They found hundreds of videos. They showed a biology professor researching the aliens here.